I know that you,
Oh my God, so it's obviously boom, fingers pointing at me then, right?
there's a few things going on,
Yeah.
Curtis, but you do have a history of,
What? It's called like maybe four escorts in my life, so that's a fucking history.
okay, well, thank you for telling me that.
Right.
5 minutes ago, you were denying having any history.
Right, no, I didn't, like, we talked,
So that's what we're trying to figure out here, Curtis. We're trying to figure out if you're guilty of this. You know, like, we're trying to figure
I
out.
haven't called any escorts to my fucking house, okay? Or met anyone here for a few fucking years, okay?
I got a few pictures to show you here as well. I wanted to show you this ad. Do you recognize that ad?
No?
So one thing that we're going to have to do when we search your phone, we're going to look for any type of application that you may have used that would alter the appearance of a phone number, that kind of thing. Do you ever hear spoofing? Where if you use your phone to dial another one, but somehow manipulate the phone number to appear differently?
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
So we're going to be examining your phone for that. Have you ever used that type of application?
I don't take the lawyer's advice.
Okay.
I'm just tired right now.
Mm-hmm. I understand that. I think you have used one of those applications. And I think you used it when you contacted.
I never threatened anybody and I haven't fired a fire department.
Okay. Did you meet with her that night?
I haven't met anyone. He's having around going on for I don't know how long. I don't even know what we talked about it like a half hour ago.
Well, we discussed
Like,
your.
I asked, like, if I could rest first here, okay? I'm tired of begging.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to bed.
Mm-hmm. Part of what told me, Curtis, is that when she arrived at, she noticed that the gate is locked. And when she got out of the gate, or when she got out of her car to go unlock the gate, somebody appeared behind her. And he had his face masked, and he was wearing some type of, the way she described it, it may not have been, that's how it was perceived to her. So she provided some more descriptions of the clothing. And she described the male that was holding a gun. He came out of the woods. Now initially the male wasn't pointing the gun at her. He's pointing it up in the air. So I think that's a good thing. It means to me that the person that came out of that woods wasn't trying to kill her. Maybe he was trying to scare her for some reason. And so that's kind of the reason what I'm trying to figure out is why would that happen in the first place? Why would someone come out of the woods to try and scare an escort? I mean, let's call it, you know what, let's call a spade a spade. This girl's obviously an escort, she's coming up to some place that she doesn't really know, and she's going down some dirt driveway. I think a lot of people with common sense may even predict something like that happening. But for whatever reason, the male wasn't shooting at her, he wasn't pointing the gun at her, he was just holding it up in the air. So it means that the person has a conscience. It just means that, to me, something happened to cause that male to do that. And that's what I want to figure out. I know that there's been several escorts that came up to that property. They claimed to have been directed up there. Here are the slug fragments inside of the tire. So it means to me that at some point a firearm was discharged. And through canvassing some of the local residents, they heard a firearm being discharged. The people that live on that road.
Mm.
If you did contact her, Curtis, and there's another story behind all of this, like I've kept telling you, if there is another story behind all this, let us know, so we can investigate that. If you didn't do this, help us out, so we can clear you. If you did do this, if you did contact her, what happened? Like, I don't know, I mean, we're getting her side of it. And for all I know, something else could have happened that night where maybe you felt the need to defend yourself.
I'm just saying, I pointed a gun at someone, yeah. Bullshit. That's what you're saying.
What I'm saying is,
No, that's what you're saying. I got, no.
sorry?
I'm like, babe.
What it is that I'm saying is that I think you have a history with inviting escorts up there to that property. I think that you have a history in being with escorts, and one of which you got into a physical altercation with, or at least that was the accusation. You had a more recent experience with an escort who was trying to extort you for your truck. She claimed that the bill wasn't paid, and she was going to steal your truck. And that's when we got involved, the police, and we investigated that. I believe that you live close by to that address. You have access to
I'm clumsy and I'm tired.
and I believe there's going to be a history of you contacting her on that phone. The only thing I don't know is what caused you to do that. I mean, you know, we'll have to rely on the evidence, but the evidence won't tell us what was going on in your mind. Like when we analyze your phone, it'll show us evidence, but it's not going to tell us what was going on in your mind at the time. If there was any incident that happened, or what caused this to occur. The only place I can get that from is you.
And I'm going to bed.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at the end of the day here, we're not investigating murder, okay? That's not what we're investigating. She's,
I'm pissed, I'm going to bed.
this escort is fine. She wasn't shot. She was a little scared, but she's not dead.
I haven't discharged the firearm.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't, so.
Okay.
So, we've been aware of that. I'd like to go to bed.
Well, if that's true, you know, we'll find that evidence out. We'll be able to determine that you haven't fired anything.
Just get my mom back home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll be back in the house tomorrow. Is there any evidence of anyone else, like any other escorts, that we're gonna find out similar information? Have you threatened anyone?
I haven't threatened anyone.
Okay.
So I look like a piece of shit to you.
Well, you don't. So that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of here. Like, I'll be honest, Curtis, I don't sit this long with too many people, but you seem like a decent guy. You really don't have any criminal record. I think you're probably charged with fraud or something years ago, and that went away. You're never convicted of it. So you have no criminal record. You really don't have that much history with us. You have some in Richmond House, but it's not that bad.
So I'm trying to keep to myself.
I believe you. But something happened somewhere.
I've never seen that girl in my life, so.
Okay. So who would be inviting escorts up to that property? That specific property? Like, who else would do that?
I need to lay down.
Over there. Just give me 1 second, Chris. So Curtis, I just need a quick second there. My colleagues just come back from the scene, so just give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back, okay?
Really nice, man.
I'll get you another one in a bit. Okay. Have you ever used the computers in the house?
No,
Ever?
no, I don't use the computers in the house.
Okay. We've had to seize them under warrant. Hey!
Like, how did I just do I never even in the house?
Sit!
Like, fuck! What about my mom?
We're here to talk about it. You losing your cool is not helping.
I'm sorry I've been trying, like I got,
Put the chair upright.
sorry. Sorry. Won't happen again.
Curtis, you're upset right now because of one night in jail. Are you aware of the sentencing for a firearms offense? We're taking this really seriously. The minimum sentence for a firearms offense is 4 years in jail. Do you realize that? How are you going to react if you have to go to jail? We're trying to provide you an opportunity here to get ahead of this and provide your side of the story.
I'm not going to jail.
Talk to me about that.
I'm not gonna be stuck in a room like that.
Well, talk to me.
My son had fired a firearm was last year.
Did you meet this girl?
I didn't meet a girl. I did not meet a girl.
Did you text her? Truthfully, did you text her? Yes or no?
I texted a girl.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for telling me the truth. You want to shake my hand?
Sure.
Thank you.
But I never fired a firearm.
Okay,
I never threatened anyone.
so what did happen?
Passed out. As you do. Just a fucking great story of my fucking life. Can I go back in my room?
You don't want to talk about this girl anymore?
I don't want to talk about fucking anything anymore.
Why, just because of your phone? You can't.
I can't get to work. I got sitting there, I'm supposed to go to fucking work. Without a fucking phone, how am I get to get the phone call to go to work?
Can they call your mom's place?
Like, no, like, fuck. And I was gonna go back to my room. There, I told you what you wanted to know. Told you I was fucking embarrassing. Now you want more, like, no.
All what I want to know. I want to know
No, please.
the whole story of what happened.
This whole story of what happened. About what? Like,
It's really
there's-
just-
like, Chris, go back to my room, please. I asked you if you thought that if we could go for a smoke first. You said, no, talk to me first. So I talked to you first. Right? We shook hands. But when I asked you, please can I go back to my room? We would.
But what was it we were
Right?
Hi, Curtis.
sorry to interrupt.
It's okay.
I'm Corporal Kovacs. I work with Rich. Can you give me a couple minutes to talk to you guys?
No,
Just a couple?
no.
Because I've been watching what's been going on here, and so I watch in another room, okay? So,
So yeah, now you two
No,
are
hold
both
on.
gonna have a good laugh at it.
no, not at all.
Yeah, fucking just great, thanks.
Curtis, I've heard a lot worse, okay? What I heard today, that I'm not laughing about anything, okay? I understand you live in a rural area. You don't have a lot of people around
I
you.
don't even have a fucking vehicle.
So it makes you very limited on what you can
Right.
do in there.
The reason I don't have a fucking vehicle is because I'm trying to fucking help you guys out. And I got a fucking vehicle fucking inspection because I've been working on my fucking truck. I was missing 3 lug nuts, 3 fucking lug nuts, and I was on my way to work to pick them up. And my vehicle is still up on fucking jack stands because I can't afford to fix it.
Okay.
And I was being nothing but cooperative with you guys. I turn around, I get that. You know? Okay. So, you know what? Fuck it!
Curtis, you need to calm down a bit, okay?
I'm sorry, I apologize for losing my temper, okay? This is the way I feel.
I understand.
No, I don't. This is it. No.
Okay, Curtis, I can understand why you're upset right now.
Upset?
Yeah. Okay?
I'm not even upset yet.
We need to calm down then.
So, Curtis,
What time is it?
2 o'clock. Curtis, I appreciate you being honest with Richard here, okay? It takes a lot to talk about this type of stuff, okay? Because it's private stuff. It's your personal stuff. I get it. But a lot's been happening out in that area. You've been texting these girls. You've obviously
I'm
been,
going to my room.
just hear me out.
No.
Texting girls and asking them to come to certain areas isn't a big deal. But somehow firearms got involved in this. And you've said you've been around firearms your whole life.